The new big Bentley is here in Forza Horizon 5, and being the Flying Spur, it's a very long boat. In today's video, we're going to quickly see how we unlock this thing, go and look at what's available in the Backstage Pass and what's in voting for next week, go and see what this thing's like stock, take it back to the festival and see what upgrades and customization options are available, and then see what else we might want to do with this new addition to the game. As is often the case with new additions to the game, to get hold of the new Flying Spur, all you have to do is complete 20 points in this week's festival playlist, which is the winter season. As you can see, they're all winter season, and winter season, because it's winter season. Anyway, to go and unlock the Flying Spur, I've gone and done the trial, one of the seasonal championships, which is to unlock another exclusive new vehicle that's available this series. Video on that coming soon, and the 4 monthly rivals, because it's the beginning of the series and these will count towards the winter, and the winter. And if we head over to the Horizon backstage, you'll see that in the shop they've now added a couple of Nissans. We have the Nissan Z and the Nissan Safari Turbo, and in voting to be added next week, we either have an F-Type SVR and an Audi TTRS, or a Mungung SL63 and an Alpine A110, so I'm going to have the Jag. Yes. Back to the enormous Bentley then. It weighs a massive 2.4 tons, partly down to the size of the car, but also due to the ridiculous 12-cylinder power plant under the bonnet, which is bigger than any that's connected to the national grid. This is why it produces an incredible 609 brake horsepower. To see if this is enough to overcome the weight, we drag raced the new Bentley against some smaller, more normal-sized fast saloon cars. For this, I jumped into a Jaguar Project 8.
Hit start.
That's it.
And he hits 100 k's an hour. $150.
Thank you.
Hits the end of the runway at 175.
That Bentley didn't actually do too bad.
Come on, American muscle, put your power down. I knew I should have done a weight reduction.
You reckon?
Oh, no brakes.
Hey, petrol.
Full on sideways.
Here we are then, back at the festival, where we find there are actually some interesting manufacturer colours, as well as the rather boring grey. We can also paint it in red, quite a nice green, a blue, and a purple, which are all rather nice, but I think there's a nicer colour. There's a colour called Verdant that Bentley do that looks a bit like this, that I also have on my Continental, so I'm going to put that on the Flying Spur. Over in the upgrade shop, there's not much in terms of further visual mods. There's just Forza Aero, which looks particularly stupid on a big 4-door car like this. Over in conversions though, there is a smorgasbord of engine swaps, including a V8 diesel, a normal V8, a V10, an inline 6, a couple of V12s, a V8 twin turbo, and a W12 twin turbo, which must be another Bentley engine, I think. It's quite similar to what's in there at the moment, but a bit more powerful. Maybe this one doesn't have twin turbos. We can also rear-wheel drive swap the Bentley if we want to, well, ruin it. Change the tyre compound, tyre widths, track widths, and wheels, as well as the usual drivetrain options, platform and handling options, including weight reduction, which can bring weight down as low as 1,886 kilos, and the usual engine upgrades. After not swapping to any of the many engine options or applying any other upgrades, I went in search of an A-Class tune, but to no avail. None of the available options really stood out. so I rather foolishly took this barge into A-Class Open completely stock, joining for the final race of a series, and, well, one single race was enough for me to decide that it was a horrible idea to race this thing stock, and quit out of the races immediately after that one. And so, to finish today's video, here's us racing some stock Bentley Flying Spurs around the Winter Wonderland circuit in the stadium.
So we've got a purple,
Oh my
a
God.
white, a green, and a
Two greens.
another one.
Natural's got the
Oh,
green
one's a-
icon, so. Oh, Duke shot. Yeah, so I don't really remember this track.
I just remember it being chaos.
Somehow I do.
Yeah.
Such a reminds of me of going around in the limos. Of how big this thing is.
I thought that would have been faster than
Jesus
the 101
Christ, Petrol.
running.
Oh no, I've got the finish line noise now. I'm being deafened.
Sorry.
And that is going to do it for today's video, taking a very first look at this massive new Bentley with its massive engine, producing masses of power, as well as weighing a massive amount. It has masses of engine swaps over in the upgrade shop, but that's about it. And, well, unsurprisingly, it's big and heavy and wasn't particularly competitive raced stock, but given there were no tunes and, well, quite how heavy it is, I don't think we're going to get much weight out of it or find it particularly competitive in any form, but that doesn't really matter because it's just an incredibly cool car that I absolutely love and is a fantastic thing for just driving about in. As ever though, do let me know your thoughts on this brand new addition to Forza Horizon 5, but for today's video, thank you very much for watching, and I will be back with the next one very soon.